Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Recording with the rear camera. Apparently it's 33 and the front camera is 38. Alright, so this is going to be a whole saga. This is going to be an entire saga as to what's happening to me right now. Alright, so like I was saying, what I have to spend my money on is basically replacing all the remnants of clothes that I have, to which I've already begun doing. I think I spent $110 on a new, I guess you call it a tracksuit, a new hoodie, because like I said, this one is falling. You know, well, you guys can see. You know, and that's just one tracksuit. One tracksuit. I'm very gripped with panic and fear, and I'm very upset. I'm not getting the furniture voucher. I'm not getting the furniture. Like I said, I've written that off. The bed here. Let's take a look at our bed. She's in... I don't know if you'll be able to see with the clothes on it or not. Okay, so... if you know, when it ripples, you know, she's done. She's really sagging pretty bad. I found... what did I find? I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep you lopsided. This is... I don't know if you can see that. 2005. You can see this. Rockaway bedding. 2005. And this. Yeah. 700. Was it 802? $802. I paid for this bed 2005. The 10-year manufacturer's warranty. Obviously, it is well outside of warranty. Why is this camera having difficulty focusing? It's a brand new fucking phone. Jesus H. Christ. Man, I am so fucking sick and tired of everything. I don't know what to tell you. Why did they lie? Why would you do this? It is my belief that this is targeted and malicious. I don't think their other clients are being done like this. The nonprofit, because of its dealings with Jewish Family Services, clearly know about this YouTube channel. They know that I blow the whistle on the Jewish oligarchy continuously. And like just about every nonprofit, any substantial nonprofit, that is, most of them are Jewish owned and operated. CSP, Community Enterprises, isn't much different. I believe this is a targeted, orchestrated operation. The landlord showed me the date on the form that they were sent. They didn't send me the form. The date was the 19th. That's 5 days after Jason ended his employment. I personally believe he went on to work with Jewish Family Services. I think that's where he's working right now. He's probably working with Aaron Bowes. That's just my speculation. I have no proof. So much I want to say. So much I want to say. I can't believe everything is ending. Everything is ending. Why would they lie? Why didn't you just leave me alone in the woods? Let's see, am I focusing here? It really is a damn shame that, what is this thing? This is AF off. Okay. Hopefully I'm focusing now. It was targeted. Okay, so in review, if you're just now joining us in our second episode, I have received a late evening visit from my landlord informing me that they received a letter from the nonprofit that facilitates my housing, the nonprofit Community Enterprise. Okay? They are in the middle of my lease. In the middle of my lease, they're altering my housing voucher, lowering it by $230, making the living here unaffordable. It is my belief that this is a targeted operation because of my political views of the Jewish oligarchy. I understand that a lot of this might sound crazy and out there, but you know what? I'm sick and tired of feeding this oligarchy more and more rope. It's time to start calling them out, because that's what I've been doing. Just feeding the rope, being patient, being calm, just seeing where it all goes. And now I am seeing where it all goes. It goes back to homelessness. Okay? It goes back to homelessness. All right. So, while the rent that the nonprofit is attempting to impose might seem small and nominal to you, the $230 is a great deal to me, to a person who not until I started getting energy assistance and $16 in food stamps did it finally start to last to the end of the month, where I had food in the refrigerator and that I wasn't hungry. Oh my God, I tell you, when the landlords came over, I was in the process of having dinner. Man, as you can see, I can't even fucking eat, man. In case you're wondering, I can't even fucking eat the shit. Pizza Hut's expensive as hell. It was a 30% off bill. That's the only reason why I ordered from Pizza Hut, because they're too fucking expensive. What happened here? Something came in the mail today. I'm trying to remember to tell you about. Something came in the mail, and right, the electricity, my largest bill here in winter, my electricity And these lights are only on strictly because I'm recording right now. Normally I sit in darkness. And if I need to move around and do something, I got the headlamp on. I am extremely conservative with my energy. And, I mean, I could get into the whole scam of delivery charges with utilities. Man, that's a whole fucking rant. It's a scam, it's a hustle. When I did security at Atlantic City Electric, they had curios, a little mini museum with pamphlets, turn of the century, 1900 paraphernalia, desperately trying to get homeowners to try electricity. If you remember your movie, Color Purple, the scene where Mr. wants to cook for Suge Avery, he was putting wood into a wood stove. There was no electricity, there was no gas, even though we would see that there was modern automotive vehicles. I believe that took place in the 20s, time period of the 20s. The electric company, they practically had to beg people to try their product, to let them bring electricity into their homes. There was no fucking delivery charge. Man, where did it all fucking go? Jesus Christ, where did it all go? I mean, hell, I'm sitting here recording on a phone that dictates to me how long I can record. On the Galaxy, I can record as long as the memory card was. But of course, they want to force you to get third-party apps to splice together footage, because all the fucking apps want to beam the goddamn... I'm off onto another topic. On this phone, I have about 70 fucking gigs of data that have been used since I bought it. What the hell are you talking about? I checked the data usage on the Galaxy. I'm averaging something like 20, maybe 25 gigs per month. What the hell is going on? The phone stays warm. It's just constantly every last single one of these apps. They're all beaming the same information. So it's not just simply Hulu that's beaming back to the mothership what I'm watching. All the apps in the phone are beaming the exact same information back to the mothership, to their respective motherships. What an insult. They make you pay astronomical prices for the phone. They make you pay sky-high phone bills for data usage. Data! That is what they're calling it, the new black gold, the new oil. And the insult to the injury on top of that is that they're even going to make you, the consumer, pay for the background data that is being covertly beamed back to the mothership. While you're sleeping, your phone is hard at work, transmitting back the day's activity, using your data, forcing you to pay for the spyware that they're using on you. Jesus Christ. How did our economy turn into this? This is our economy now. Yeah, so like I was saying, guys, you know, hey, think Vulture, hey Vulture, you watching, man? You were wondering, you were asking me how come I haven't been doing any cycling video. Well, dude, this stuff is noisy, man, okay? It's noisy, it rattles around, it's noisy, and I don't have the fucking money to fix it. When shit breaks on the bike, I need a new seat. My shit's all duct taped up. There's still no Garmin. I found the old Stealth 50 rattling around at the bottom of our boxes. You know, found the Stealth 50 because I can't afford a Garmin. It's not like every month I am jaunting off to buy a new pair of, what is it, Yeezy, cockamamie, ghetto apparel, okay? I'm sorry, but I don't think it's too fucking much for me to need goddamn some fucking clothes where my fucking nuts, my goddamn testicles are not hanging out, goddammit. Is that too much to ask? My fucking nuts don't gotta fucking hang out when I ride my goddamn bike. Hey, if you think, where is it? If you think that if you have a prejudice, maybe that's what the word I'm looking for. You're buying cycling clothing. You shouldn't be buying that. All right, fine. Well, I'm gonna turn the light on, huh? Well, here's my new hoodie that I bought to replace. You guys saw, huh? My new hoodie. It's in the washer right now. That cost, that cost about, wait a minute, I think hold on. Here we are, Casual Mail. Okay. That's what I spent on our hoodie and the matching pant. Okay. Because I'm sorry. It's called indecent exposure outside of a naked bike ride. You can't sit here and ride around with your fucking nutsack hanging out, your cock and balls hanging out shit, okay? I have to have clothing, and this shit ain't fucking free. And hey, goddammit, if you know someplace that has Walmart cheap prices at Casual Mail DXL sizes, okay? Because I'm sorry, I used to bitch about plus size pricing, but you really can't. It really is 2.5 times the fabric. It's literally like if a normal size person were to walk in and say, I want 2 pair of pants, but I'm only going to pay for 1. So I can't really fault them too much. I am so freaking out. So freaking out. I gotta sit down. I mean, I gotta put my arm up here. That's what I mean to say. Okay. Yeah. I need a new bed. I need a new everything. And that's what I've been doing. Slowly, bit by bit, piece by piece, buying a little bit of this and a little bit of that, spending a couple of $100 each month on things that have been replaced. When I got my disability back pay, lump sum, like I said, spent about $5,000 for the bike, and an additional $4,000 for all of my cycling kit. Okay, winter boots, everything. Okay, I don't have $4,000 lump sum, and believe me, I've been meaning to buy and replace all this shit before it got as bad as it did. But hey, man, every time you turn around, you had the cops fucking harassing you. The depression, the court appearances. And I'm so fucking tired. I am tired of fighting. I am tired of living. I am tired of everything. Everything is a goddamn challenge. Is it really so much to ask that I be allowed to travel out in public without looking like a tattered mess. Indecent exposure. Is that really so much to ask? Where things are at right now. Hold on. Let's go back out front here. Hold on. Okay. I'm back here. Okay. The ironic thing of what's happened is that I just recently had to recertify for food stamps. And there's a long story to it, but I had to call and let them, when I finally got a hold of them, they asked the standard questions. Do you pay rent? I said no. I informed them of my disability increase. We got a puny little $20. You're never going to convince me $20 triggered $230 decrease in your rental voucher. That's you're never, no, that's a fucking lie. My only chance at staying in this home would be food stamps. They're gonna send me out a packet. There are two things that might save me. A packet. I would have to find out what my new food stamp balance would be, if it changes at all, because all I'm getting now is $16. And like I said, it was a tiny scrap of food stamps that just barely allowed me to make it to basically my next, not even end of the month, because it's the second Wednesday of every month that disability pays. So basically, you're making it from the middle of one month to the middle of the next month, And of course, we got our 5-week rotations 4 times a year. Jesus Christ. And it was those brutal 5-week rotations that my energy assistants, thank God, it was there as a saving grace, man. There was a saving grace. Let's see. Yeah, I want to talk about the health insurance in just a minute here. What is it? Food stamps. A minimum of 150. Maybe even 170. If they can hook me up, then I might be able to swing the so-called new rent, which shouldn't be. This is discrimination, okay? I'm being targeted for my political beliefs, and you are lowering my rental voucher because you don't like my political beliefs. And yes, I truly do believe that Jason knew what was coming down the pike, and that's why he wanted to don't tell him, don't notify him until after I've left. Okay, I supposedly was supposed to be assigned a new caseworker. There is no new caseworker. They've completely cut me off, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if they allowed me equality and did not discriminate against my political beliefs. I have to check in with food stamps and see what kind of food stamps I'm going to get. If it's not enough in food stamps, then I'm out. And which is what they want. This is a very nice neighborhood. A very nice neighborhood. People year round, of all things, with their garage doors open. It's like, I get it. It might be nice and minimal threat, whatever. But doesn't that make your house just that much more difficult to warm with your garage door open? Whatever. It's a nice neighborhood. The fire department roll through with Santa Claus on the truck. There are a couple of cops that live in the neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood. I do believe that my nonprofit are extremely resentful of the fact that I, of all people, get to live in such a nice neighborhood, and they are definitely orchestrating my cloaked eviction. They have lowered my rental voucher because they know They know above anybody else that I can't afford it. Like I say, all I have is $100 left in my account right now. But remember, they want $230 in rent. That's called a deficit. Okay. I didn't buy anything luxurious, or put it like this, I didn't buy any 12 packs. I didn't buy anything. Everything was necessity. The phone that I'm on, it's not a flagship phone. It's not a flagship phone. The new phone bill, I had my bill down to about $65 with the new finance. It's like $20 on top of that. Basically, with your taxes, charges, I'm looking at about $90 some for the new phone bill. So the electricity, that's where I was off on that rant. That electricity, they're trying very hard to nudge it up to like $100. It seems like all the utilities seem to think, sure, buddy, you've got $100, right? And you know, I watched my electric bill spike up about $20 higher than normal during the month of, no, it was January's bill, because electricity, Christmas lights, it's all socialized. They're going to lump you in with everybody else's usage. Hey, buddy, you're in that neighborhood, right? Doesn't everybody like to run lights? So it's not individual, it's a socialized thing. God. The healthcare. Let me check my time. We got 26, 27. All right. The healthcare conspiracy. I believe there is a reason behind why Collaborative Supportive Program did not want to help me with my healthcare. Back fall, having my quarterly with Michelle, the clinician. One of the questions she asked me is, did I want her program to do mental health therapy, basically? That I want to start coming to them for mental health therapy? To which I immediately said no, because as you guys know, I was abused by workers, and I will never ever trust the mental health community ever again, because there's nothing in it for them. You understand? Because I won't be coming to them for their therapy and signing off where they can get money from the insurance that they would help me get. So because there's nothing in it for them, therefore they're not really interested in helping me get health care. So there is a malicious, selfish motive going on here. In addition to the political discrimination. Oh God, why did this have to happen? I've got nothing but rags in my closet. I'm just now starting to make it to my next pay period without going hungry. Things were just now starting to look good when it all comes crashing down. Before I close out, we got 28, 29. One of the things I'm going to be doing with this new saga, as the saga goes, because it looks like I am going to be forced into eviction, an illegal forced eviction for political beliefs. The channel, it's going to be focusing on people who are housed, who are being evicted. So I want let people know, housed and about to be evicted. We're going to talk about what to do with the last of your money. I see a lot of people, they will forego rent on the car and to pay rent of the, it's one thing to fall behind on your rent, and a second thing to be evicted. You don't want an eviction on your record, number one. But if you fall behind on the rent, don't pay the rent. Keep the car if at all possible. Use the last of your address, because I'm going to have to go and get a P.O. box. I got to rent a new P.O. box because I closed out the old P.O. box. Got to get a new P.O. box and some other stuff. So we're going to be talking about preparation for entering into homelessness. That's what we're going to be focusing on. All right, guys, that's it for now. Total Control 871.